Sorry everyone, I did say the last one would be the last one, but I couldn't quite resist doing one more. What I want to tackle in this video is potential economic growth. Now, if I was thinking about a production possibility frontier, in this diagram we can see potential economic growth. If we were to improve or increase a country's factors of production, it would lead to an increase in the ability to produce goods and services. So the outward shift in the PPF would mean that previously unattainable output points are now attainable due to more and better resources available. Of course, if the PPF moved inwards, it means the country's factors of production have either shrunk or they've deteriorated in terms of quality. Now what we can do, we can think about these things on an LRAS curve as well. If we start off at LRAS1, so let's call that YFO1, so income at full output 1. If we have potential economic growth, it means the LRAS curve has moved outwards. So this also shows potential economic growth. If we think about it in a Keynesian world, we'd show it in this way. So both of these two diagrams would show an increase in the country's potential. So YFO2. Now obviously if the country's resources were to get worse or to fall in number, in a classical world, the LRAS curve would shift inwards like this. In a Keynesian world, we'd show it like this, LRAS 3. Let's think about what can make an LRAS curve move outwards then. So outward shift, outward shift. In other words, an outward shift in a country's PPF. Now, if we were looking at what can cause this to happen, there are lots of really good things that you can be thinking about. Anything that encourages businesses to invest more can create potential economic growth. So think about it like that first of all. That this could be reduced regulation on businesses, which makes them more incentivized to want to invest. Anything that leads to lower taxes for businesses will also incentivize more investment. Now remember, if firms invest, that is an improvement in the country's capital. That will clearly lead to an outward shift in the country's LRAS. Now another simple thing is just to get the government to spend more. If governments spend more money on capital expenditure, then what this will do, it will upgrade the country's infrastructure. So if we've got better road networks and power supplies and port facilities, this would make it easy for businesses to produce goods and services, and it would therefore boost their potential. Another way of thinking about that is what if you were to upgrade road networks, then workers are more mobile. That could mean that businesses can recruit workers from further away, and that could lead to them accessing more productive workers from different parts across the economy. Now, governments can also spend money upgrading what we call human capital. This is about the quality and the skills of workers across the country. So if we make workers fitter and healthier through better healthcare, or we give people better skills through more and better education, this would act as an outward shift in the country's LRAS curve and boost the potential of our economy. Other things that we can do, we can increase what we call competition. If you increase competition, you are forcing businesses and workers to compete more fiercely against each other. If people have got more competition for jobs or for customers, then they've got to fight harder. They've got to be more productive and get better at what they do. Think about someone in a race. If you've got stiff competition you're up against, you've got to train harder, work harder to become fitter and stronger to win that race. What we're trying to do is to get businesses to do exactly the same thing here. So anything that exposes businesses to more competition or workers to more competition will improve our productivity. Now you've got here three really clear ways of causes of potential economic growth. All these would lead to an increase in productivity. So to make the LRAS curve move outwards, you've got to be thinking about anything that will improve productivity. In other words, the output per worker would lead to potential economic growth. Just to give you one more idea we could be looking at could be to promote immigration. If we can bring more workers into our economy from abroad, well, straight away you've got a bigger supply of labour. But also as well, what more immigration will do is to bring to the country more skills and more talent. And again, this could boost access to firms to more productive workers. So guys, you've got in this video causes of potential economic growth.